Hello, my name's Ryan and I work for Qwell. We are a mental health service commissioned by the Greater Manchester Integrated Care Partnership, so it's an entirely free service for anyone in GM over the age of 10. Kooth is our children and young person platform for 10 to 25-year-olds, and then Qwell is our adult platform for 18 to 118-year-olds. It's an entirely free service, there is no cost involved, it's commissioned by the NHS. It's also an anonymous service, so you do not have to give your name, your home address, an email address or a phone number to access it. You go to qwell.io, you create a free account, and then you're good to go. That means you do not have to visit your doctor in person, you don't have to speak to a mental health professional in work. You literally go to the site independently, you create an account and you can access it immediately. We are an online service, so it's all on a digital platform, it's all on a website. You can chat to us via text-based conversation, so you're not on camera and you're not on the phone chatting, and we offer support for absolutely anything. If you want to talk to us about just having a bad day at work, if you want to talk to us about a little bit more serious concerns, it's entirely up to yourself and you can access it however you see fit.
Whatever's going on in your world, we're all different, and finding the right support is personal to you. At Qwell, you can get that support on your own terms. Whether that's chatting online to a qualified professional, talking to someone who's had similar experiences, or diving into our self-guided resources, where you can read articles and use our interactive tools. Whatever is on your mind, and whatever path you want to take, we're here for you. Talk to someone today, or tomorrow, or whenever you need us, for free. It only takes a couple of minutes to sign up, and we won't ask for your name or email. Ready to start? We're waiting. Qwell, alongside you.
So the reason we're here today is just to give a bit of an oversight on Qwell and how you can access it. And I think it's good that Cara are putting on a wellbeing day, is because we know from surveyed industry workers that 73% answered that they felt that their employers did not do enough to support their mental health or recognise signs of poor mental health. And hopefully this wellbeing day just reiterates the fact that you do have access to support in Cara, or if you don't feel comfortable utilising that, out with, you can access support on Qwell for free. The reason behind that is that level of need is extremely high. We know that the leading cause of death for males under the age of 50 is death by suicide. However, for males within the construction industry, that rate goes up, and it's actually males within the industry are 3 times more likely to die by suicide than the national average, to the point where in the UK, 2 people within the construction industry die by suicide every single day. Now, like I said, I know those statistics can be upsetting or triggering, but actually what it is showing that as males, as men, we do need to access more support. And again, these following statistics still show that we're not doing it. So we know that 97% of the 2,000 strong survey said that they felt stressed due to work, with 48% people taking time off due to stress. However, study shows that 95% of people taking time off due to stress gave a different reason for their time off. And actually, further research shows that people are far more likely to make up some sort of physical ailment to explain a time off absence or taking time off sick, rather than explaining how they are feeling mentally. And that can be due to different stigmas and beliefs, whether that's within the industry or out with. We know that over 66% of males within the industry said that they did feel there was stigma within the industry around speaking about how they felt, whether that was a macho culture, whether that was just social norms and understanding what it was when it comes to speaking about how we're feeling, and whether we need to sort of bottle up certain things and show that we are brave and we are strong. But actually, you know, it takes a lot of strength and bravery to speak to someone how they're feeling.
Qwell is designed to be flexible. This flexibility helps us provide mental health support that meets as many people's different needs as possible in a single user-friendly platform. Live one-to-one counselling is a key feature of Qwell, but there are many different ways to find support. In fact, we see 5 common user journeys that highlight how people benefit from using Qwell. 1. Straight to live chat. We often see Qwell users who have been referred by their GP or who have a high degree of acuity head straight to the live chat portal. In many cases, one chat is enough. Our pioneering SwanOm measure helps us validate this. If the user needs more support, our team will book them in for another chat with a named practitioner. They may be with us for a week, 2 weeks, or 2 months. We're here to provide the support they need. 2. We often see individuals come straight for a chat but not opt into the structured care pathway. Instead, they choose to utilise Qwell's community functions and self-help activities before dropping back into the chat queue or reaching out to our team via messages for a quick check-in, to clarify something or to help them move forward with their self-directed care. 3. Some people come to Qwell and have a good look around before deciding whether to engage in live chat or other community features. They spend time reading articles and trying self-help activities. Often they go on to request a live chat or send a message. Our messaging function is valuable here. It allows people time to develop their thoughts and respond in a time that suits them. Our messages are written by the same practitioners as those who deliver our chats and are full of suggestions, comments and thoughts based in therapeutic evidence. We're always here for them at whatever point they decide to reach out. 4. Some users come to Qwell and get stuck into the community. They guide themselves through the myriad of community and self-help features, writing journals, commenting on other articles and forums, and supporting others through our flourishing peer community. All content is fully moderated for safety. 5. The final main pathway is when we notice that there's a risk and we reach out. All content written by a service user is moderated by our team for safety, including journals. If we see something that's a cause for concern, we reach out by message to check in or invite them to a chat. Qwell, providing mental health support that meets different needs through a flexible, user-focused platform.
In terms of signs that you may want to look out for with your peers and your friends and your colleagues, because maybe it's not necessarily yourself who maybe needs this support, but it could be someone that you care about within your role. Sometimes whether it's someone's work-related behaviour might take a change. We spend a lot of time with each other, we understand how people act as a sort of regular pattern. If that starts to change, it could be a sign that someone's maybe not feeling their best. For example, showing up late when normally they're quite on time, maybe more absence than usual, maybe disinterest or finding things boring, lethargic, sort of mundane, and maybe if their productivity starts to change, and again, it could be a sign that someone else has got something going on that's causing them to maybe not feel their best. In terms of how they may behave as an individual, maybe they behave out of character, whether that's losing their temper when normally they don't, or maybe it's being quite withdrawn and quiet when normally they're quite loud and outgoing. Maybe they're showing a lack of confidence or lack of self-esteem. And then lastly, you might notice a change in people's lifestyle, whether that's increased alcohol intake, maybe you're aware of certain behaviours such as becoming socially withdrawn from what they normally do, maybe making plans and cancelling them, maybe disclosing the fact they're not sleeping well. These could all be signs that someone perhaps isn't feeling their best, and again, you can pass on this information to them on how they can access support for free anonymously on Qwell. Just to wrap up, thank you very much for having me today. I really appreciate it. What I would say is, whether it's for yourself, someone you care about, or whether it's something maybe you want to use in the future, by all means, please just remember that it's a free service, it's anonymous, and you can access it immediately at qwell.io. If you want to share the information with friends, colleagues, family members, by all means, please do. Like I said, anyone in Greater Manchester can either access Kooth if they're a child or a young person up to the age of 25, or Qwell for over the age of 18-year-olds. But thank you, and have a lovely rest of your day.